Hello everyone, welcome back to Kabalaka TV. Once again, this is your English language education teacher, Ronelo G. Colyamar. Alright, so what we are going to study today is about the homonyms and its types. But before that, we are going to know first the objectives for today's session. Alright, so we have three objectives for today's session. The first one is, you are expected to 1. Define homonyms, and number 2, differentiate homographs from homophones and vice versa, and then number 3, provide examples of homophones or homographs. In general, these terminologies or these words are called as homonyms. Alright, its types, the homographs and the homophones. But before we discuss the types of homonyms, let us have first the definition of what a homonym is. When we say homonyms, these are words of the same spelling, words of the same pronunciation, but they do have different meanings. Alright, so there are two types of homonyms. The first one is homophones, and the second one is homographs. Let's have first the homophones. Alright, so when we say homophones, these are set of words which are having the same sound. The sounds are identical. However, their meanings are, of course, the meanings are different. I have here one example. We have the word to, which is a preposition. Okay? So for example, I will be having a sentence such as, you have to give it to me. Alright? So the phrase to me, the word there to is a preposition. To, to. Another word that is part of the set of homophones is the word to, two. Alright? So you have there a number. Okay? So there. Another one, which is also part of the set of homophones, is the word to, too, which is an adverb, which means very or much. Alright? Is homographs. So what is this homographs all about? When we say homographs, these are words of the same spelling, but their meanings are different. Sometimes their pronunciations are the same, however, sometimes they are not the same. Okay? So there. I believe you have your own example there too, but in my case, I have your example for homograph. We have the word patient, who is a sick person who needs a medical treatment. Alright? Whereas when we say patient, that is an adjective, is a characteristic or behavior of a person that is bearing the pains and trials calmly without complaint. So there. I have here more examples of homophones and homographs. So there are other sets of words, aside from the given example a while ago, there are other sets of words that are considered as homophones. Okay? So there are many homophones around the world. So what I'm going to give you today are some examples of homophones and homographs. So the second set that I'm going to give you as examples of homophones are the following. We have the word there, and there. Right? So the first one is denoting a place. For example, your mother asks you something. Where is your bag, Peter? And then you said, Mom, my bag is there. You are referring to a place. So the word there equals place. However, the second word there, which is a contracted form of they are, this word undergoes a process of contraction. So when we say contraction, it's a process of combining two words to become one by using an apostrophe. Alright, so you have there. So you have they, a pronoun, are is a verb. They are combined together, it becomes there. Next is the word there, which is a possessive pronoun. For example, their houses were burned to ashes. Alright? So whose house? Of course, the answer is there. It's a possessive adjective. Alright, so there. The third set that I'm going to give you are the following. So we have here the word by, B-U-Y, the word by, B-Y-E, and then the word by, B-Y. The first by here, B-U-Y, is a verb which denotes that you are going to, acquire something and then you're going to pay that something. If you're going to buy something from the market, for example, then you have to, bring money with you so that you have the payment. The number two part of the set is the word buy, B-Y-E, all right? So this one is a form of bidding goodbye, for example. So for example, you have a conference or you have a talk with your friends for your long lost friend, and then here you are, you would say, all right, my dear friend, I am so happy to meet you again. So I hope this is not yet, the end of time, but we're gonna have to say bye for now. Okay? So there. The word bye there signifies that you are bidding goodbye. Alright? Not really for good, of course. And then we have here the word by, which is a preposition. It is used as a preposition in constructing prepositional phrases. For example, you're going to say by me, by Thor, by Alexander. Alright? So you're going to say this poem is crafted by me. Alright? These requirements are submitted by my students. Alright? So there, the example of by, and by. Alright, so I hope you get what homonyms are, which are divided into two categories, the homophones and homographs. Are there other examples of homophones? Yes, there are other examples of homophones. We have the word meat and we have the word meat. The first one you have there is the meat from the animals, for example, that are eatable, of course. So there, we have also the word meet if you're going to, meet somebody, all right, downtown. So there, it's a verb, and this one is a noun. All right, another set of homophones are the words no, all right, and no. So, for example, if you're going to disagree to somebody, then you would say, no, I disagree, okay? So that is spelled as N-O, right? So we have also the word no, which means you require your mental capacity to learn something, for example, and that is spelled as K-N-O-W. So these two words, no and no, are homophones, okay? The same pronunciation. So what about for homographs? So these are examples for homographs, all right? Remember, for homographs, these are of the same spelling. Sometimes they are of the same pronunciation. Sometimes, however, they are not of the same pronunciation. But take note that they do have different meanings. Okay? So one example there a while ago is patient and patient. What about the other examples? Are there other set of words that are considered as homographs? Yes, there are many homographs around the world. And I'll just give you some examples. Another example for homographs are the following. For example, we have the word learned. Okay? Alright, so I'll just fix my hair first. Alright, so for example, the word learned, okay, which is an adjective. And the other word is learned, which is a verb. So this one is used to describe some people. For example, those people are learned. When we say learned individuals, those people, for example, are scholarly educated or erudite. Okay? They are scholars. Alright? Erudite. So there. However, when we say learned, it can be used, for example, in a sentence when we are going to express in the past form. For example, so you're going to say, we learned a lot of things from our high school life. Okay? So there. Are there other some forms of homographs? Yes, of course. There are other some forms of homographs. We have the word bat, alright? The word bat to refer to an animal, for example, such as nocturnal birds, okay? The second bat means it's the sports equipment, alright? Say, for example, in a baseball bat, alright? The one that is used to, hit the ball, okay? So that's a bat. So we have bat, nocturnal birds, for example, or animals. We have also bat, which is sports, sports equipment. Another example is the word agape. Agape and the word agape. So we have here the same spelling because they are homographs. So agape means it's about love, and agape means your mouth is open. Okay? Wide open, for example. Agape and agape. Are those homographs and homophones clear? Alright, so there. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you find this video helpful to you in your education, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.